So guys, can you hear me?
Yes, Kati.
Last class என்ன பார்த்தோம்? Actions. So okay, fine guys, let me start this session. So guys, this is a scenario here. Okay. So guys, whenever you want to insert any value on this text box, what you will do? Generally, I'm asking. The text box value insert
Send keys.
Send keys is lost. So what is the procedure I'm asking? So initially we will find
field or ID.
Yes, the locator we will find, right? So once we found out the locator, so we'll use the send keys method to insert the value. So, but this is a scenario here. Without finding the locator, I want to insert the value. Can you able to get my point? So without finding any locator, I want to insert the value here. So now you can see, guys, whenever I'm refreshing this page, so the by defaultly control is on what? The username field, right? The page open by default control actually. It's on a username. So then, without finding any locator, if I'm directly using my keyboard, means what is happening here? It is inserting the value. So then now we are going to use what? The keyboard actions to insert the value here. So we know very well, whenever you want to use the mouse over action means we have to use the actions class, right? So likewise, if you want to use any keyboard action means we have to use the class called robot is the class. What is the class we have to use? Robot class we have to use. So here you can see. So I'm just driver dot so let me maximize this word. So driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. So after this, without finding the locator, we need to insert the value, right? For that, what is the class we have to use? Robot is a class. So robot is a class. Then what is the first thing we have to do? We have to create the object. Class abdinale first object creation. So then you have to create the object for the robot class. So robot is a class which is available under which package? Java.awt package. So then we have to import this. So reference name equal to new robot. So, but it's going to throw the exception. So whether it's checked or unchecked exception.
Checked.
It's a checked exception. Whatever the exception is happening on the compile time is a checked exception, we can see. But what kind of exception it's going to throw? Means it's going to throw the AWT exception. What is the exception actually? AWT exception. So what does AWT means? It's an abstract window toolkit, we can say. What is AWT actually? It's a abstract window toolkit. So we have discussed this scenario previously. So this is going to use our keyboard actions, right? Keyboard actions, some performance correct. So then we know all your system having one inbuilt keyboard, virtual keyboard is there. So what does that mean? You can notify this. There is one app installed in our Windows already, which is what on-screen keyboard is there. So this application is installed on all kind of operating system. So this robot class is going to use this particular tool to access the keyboard. The robot class and already Windows install in the tool that use. So that is the reason why it is throwing the abstract window toolkit option. So because it is using the tool which is already installed or available in our Windows, right? So we know very well what is checked exception. What is exception first of all? It's a kind of error.
Unexpected.
When it is okay, fine. So I will say what is exactly exception. When the exception will occur, which whenever the control suddenly exit from a program, it will throw the exception. When the exception throw, actually, whenever the control suddenly exit from a program, it's going to throw the exception. Whether that control return back to the code again means it's a checked exception. It's not going to return back means it's an unchecked exception. So suddenly exit ana exception or correct. I mean the suddenly exit from the code means it's going to throw the exception. The same control, it is going to return back to the code again means it's a checked exception. It does not going to return back means it's what? Unchecked exception. So arithmetic exception, array index out of bound exception, it's all what? Unchecked exception. Once the exception thrown means it's never going to get back to the code again. But if you are using the interrupted exception, we are using the thread.sweep, right, to handle the debugging situations. So we are using what? Thread.sweep. At that time, it will wait for 2 seconds. After that, it will return back to the code again, right? So that's why it's what? Checked exception. Likewise, here also, if it access the keyboard means what it has suddenly it has to exit from the code, then it has what access our virtual keyboard. After using the virtual keyboard, it return back to the code again, right? Virtual keyboard use பண்ணி திரும்ப என்ன வரப்போகுது actually program play வரப்போகுது correct. So that's why it is also what checked exception. Clear or having doubts in this? Online guys, is there anyone having doubts or I have to repeat once again?
No.
Yeah, fine. So there is a simple concept here. So exception அப்படின்றது எப்ப த்ரோ பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா ப்ரோக்ராம்ல இருந்து கண்ட்ரோல் சடனா எக்ஸிட் ஆகிற மாதிரி இருந்ததுன்னா எக்ஸெப்ஷன் அப்படின்றது த்ரோ பண்ணும். அந்த கண்ட்ரோல் எக்ஸிட் ஆகுது தெரியுமா, அது திரும்ப ப்ரோக்ராம் அது என்ன வேல்யூ அதை முடிச்சுட்டு திரும்ப கோடுக்கே வந்துருச்சுன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், அதை செக்டு எக்ஸெப்ஷன் சொல்லுவோம். திரும்ப வரவே இல்லை அப்படின்னா அது அன்செக்டு எக்ஸெப்ஷன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். இப்ப இந்த இடத்துல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா நான் அரித்மெட்டிக் எக்ஸெப்ஷன் வருதுன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். அதாவது நான் ஏதோ ஒரு நம்பரை டிவைட் பண்ண ஜீரோவால டிவைட் பண்ண சொன்னா அரித்மெட்டிக் எக்ஸெப்ஷன் வரும். ஸோ அப்படி வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் அது திரும்ப கோடுக்குள்ள வருமானு கேட்டீங்கன்னா வராது, அது அப்படியே என்ன டெர்மினேட் ஆயிடும். ஆனா இதுவே thread.sweep யூஸ் பண்ணணும்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம்னா we are supposed to command the web driver to wait for what 3 or 4 seconds, correct? After waiting that, it will return back the control to the program again, right? 3-4 செகண்ட் வெயிட் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் அது திரும்ப என்ன கண்ட்ரோல் ப்ரோக்ராமுக்கு வந்துடும், கரெக்டா? அதனால தான் அதெல்லாம் எந்த கேட்டகரியில வந்து செக்டு எக்ஸெப்ஷன் கேட்டகரியில வருது. கிளியர்? So the same scenario here as well, because in the robot class அப்படின்றது it's going to use a the tool which is already present in our Windows, which is on screen keyboard. So அப்ப இங்க இருந்து அது என்ன பண்ண போகுதுன்னா கண்ட்ரோல் வெளியே போயிட்டு அந்த கீபோர்டை பிரஸ் பண்றதோ ரிலீஸ் பண்றதோ பிரஸ் பண்ணிட்டு திரும்ப கண்ட்ரோல் எங்க வரப்போகுது, கோடுக்கு வரப்போகுது, கரெக்டா? So அதனால தான் இதுவும் எந்த லிஸ்ட்ல வருது, செக்டு எக்ஸெப்ஷன். So AWT means abstract window toolkit exception, which is using the tool which is already available in our system. So we can able to handle by what? Throws declaration. Clear? So guys, keyboard action is a very normal thing. So whatever the thing you are going to perform by the general, இப்ப நம்ம ஜென்ரலா கீபோர்ட்ல நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம், with our hands what is the thing we are going to perform, the same thing we are going to written as a code here. So நம்ம கையால என்ன பண்ணுவோமோ அதே தான் என்ன பண்ண போறோம், இப்ப கோடா எழுத போறோம். So whenever I want to insert any letter or word, so first of all initially what we have to do, we have to press the key, at the same time we have to release the key. ஒரு கீயை வந்து இன்சர்ட் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா என்ன பண்ணணும், பிரஸ் பண்ணணும், அதே கீயை என்ன பண்ணணும், ரிலீஸ் பண்ணணும். So that is a very normal thing we will use with our hands. So the same thing we are going to return this. So for that only we are having the method called key press and key release method here. So which is available under the robot class. So then by using which referencing we have to call that the robot class referencing. So what is that? It's a or dot. What is the method we have discussed? It's a initially key press. So inside this I'm going to use a one more class which is a key event tester class. What is a class actually? Key event is a class which has a virtual keyboards in that. So key event class virtual keys available. So that key event, but everything seems is a static here actually. So key event class actually which is a static. Then every call we can call it directly. So then dot vk. So vk refers to what? Virtual key or virtual keyboard we can say. So I want to insert the what? Green sub insert. So first G. So initially I have pressed the G. Then we have to release the G. நம்ம எந்த key press பண்ணுவோம் அதே key என்ன பண்ணணும்? Release பண்ணணும் correct. So then or dot what is the method we have to use? Key release. Inside that you have to use the what class? Key event is the class dot vk underscore G. So let me execute this. So we know very well actually by default the control is on what? The username. So then it's going to insert the letter. So now we can see, guys. Clear? Insert it. It's not going to insert the value. So just pressing, not release. So virtual keyboard, when you are using the physical keyboard means you can think like that. Virtual keyboard press பண்ணியாச்சு அது ரிலீஸ் பண்ற வரைக்கும் அது என்ன ஆகாது அவ்வளவுதான். It's not going to insert it. Clear with this, right? So the same thing I want to insert as a word means நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும்? Greens அப்படின்றதை enter பண்ணணும். But maybe you can ask actually we have to insert the each and every letter we have to insert. So words are கொடுக்க முடியாதா அப்படிங்கிறதுனா definitely not, because our keyboard does not have contains any words. Our only what is the thing we are having? Alphabets, numerics, then the special characters. Yeah. So if you want to convert the small letter into capital letter means in generally what you will do? Keyboard. Caps lock, or you can press the shift and you can press that. So the same thing here also for. So now you can see, but I have to press the shift at the same time, right? So then or dot, sorry, what is the method we have to use means key press. So inside that we have to use the class called key event is the class. So what is the key we have to press? vk underscore shift we have to press. So when we have to release the shift, after releasing the G only we have to release the shift. So then or dot key release. So then key event dot vk underscore, yeah. So now you can see it's going to insert the water, the same letter in capital. Clear? Online guys, clear with this?
Okay.
Yeah, fine. So this is a scenario here, guys. So I want to insert some values in the password as well, but without finding a button. So how we are going to move our control from the username to password by using keyboard? Every move on. Yeah. Click the tab. What is happening here? The control is moved from username to password. So then you are just going to what? Press the tab. So the same scenario here. You are going to press and release the key. Only what is going to change? The keys alone is going to change, right? So I will change the key alone. So what is that? It's a tab. We have to release the tab. After that, we are just going to insert the value in what? The password aspect. So now because the control moved over to what? Password. So then after that, we are inserting any value means going to set it on password. So now you can see, just imagine you have inserted some value here as well. After that, we need to click the login button, right? So if you want to move the control towards the login button, it's what you have to do. You have to press the tab once again, but still not the control moved over to that. So once again, I'm pressing the tab. So now only what happened? The control is over to the login button. Then after that, how many times you have to press and release the tab? 2 times you have to do that. So I'm just executing this. Now you can see it going to what? insert the value, username, password, and also going to click the login button as well. Sorry, we have moved the control, but we have not clicked that, right? If you want to click that, means what is the button you have to use? Enter. You have to press what? The enter you have to use, right? So the enter. Let me execute this once again. Clear?
கார்த்திக் இப்போ நீங்கள் வந்து 2 வாட்டி யூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்களா டேப் வந்து இப்போ லாகின் கிளிக் பண்ணுறதுக்கு முன்னாடி. ஸோ இப்போ இது வந்து 5th பிளேஸில் இருந்தால் 5 டைம்ஸ் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணுங்களா?
அப்போ நம்ம ஃபார்வர்ட்
ஓகே ஓகே
பிளேஸை பொறுத்து மாறாதுங்க, கண்ட்ரோல் போரை பொறுத்து.
ஓகே
இப்போ 2வது இடத்துல இருந்ததுனால அதை 2 தடவை கிளிக் பண்ணுவோம்னு கேட்டலாம். அப்ளை பண்ணி கண்ட்ரோல் வரதுக்காக, பிகாஸ் the same scenario after inserting here you are going to insert something means, so the control is going to go water. So இங்கேயும் control போகும் actually next. So அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் login போகும். Based on the functions you have to move that. So we are not going to use the robot functions each and every time actually, because whenever you are using the robot class means the number of lines of code is going to get increased here. So then what is the situation we have to use, that means we will discuss later. So before that you can copy this. அவ்வளவுதானா? முடிச்சா. So fine. டாஸ்க் மட்டும் நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. So guys, so first நீங்க என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க, இங்க உங்க நேம் இன்சர்ட் பண்ண போறீங்க. You're just going to insert your name. So after inserting this, you're just going to what, cut this and you are going to paste on a password. இத பண்ண போறீங்க. இத கோடிங்ல பண்ணனும். Clear? So first of all, initially you have to insert the name in the username field. So then you have to cut the text and you have to what, paste it on a where password. கட் பண்ண காப்பி பண்ணனும் அவசியம் இல்ல. கரெக்ட்டா காப்பி பண்ணீங்கன்னா அங்கேயே இருக்கும், இங்கே இருக்கும். நான் கட் பண்ணி பேஸ்ட் பண்ணேன். Clear with this, right? So you need to write a code for this. Okay, எனக்கு coding ஷேர் பண்ணனும். So you have to do the task, but I have to see the coding as well. Clear with this, right, everyone?
Okay.
Fine. So okay guys, let you continue this tomorrow. Okay, thank you guys. Thanks.